Deep in the shadowy corners of the Philippines, beneath the moonlit trees and whispering winds, an ancient terror lurks. A creature so terrifying, its name alone is enough to send shivers down your spine. A shapeshifter. A blood drinker. A corpse eater. It is feared in every province, known by every elder, and whispered about by children. This is the Aswang. And now, we're opening the door to the shadows to know what exactly is the Aswang? And why does it continue to haunt the imaginations of millions? Welcome to Vassal of Lore, where we bring the world's mythical creatures and dark legends to life. Make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, like, and share this video too. The word Aswang is one of the oldest and most feared in Filipino folklore. But what is it exactly? That's where things get complicated. The Aswang is not just one monster, it's a whole category of supernatural beings. It's a shapeshifter. It could look like your quiet neighbor, your friend, even your spouse. By day, the Aswang walks among humans, quiet, polite, even generous. But by night, it transforms into something else entirely. A predator that craves blood, flesh. Or worse. Stories say it can take the form of a black boar, a huge dog, a wild bird, or even a shadow. Some Aswangs are known to stretch their limbs unnaturally. Others grow long, snake-like tongues. And almost all share a terrifying appetite for human life. When Spanish colonizers arrived in the Philippines in the 16th century, they encountered more than just fierce warriors and rich culture, they encountered the legend of the Aswang. It terrified them so much that friars documented it in their journals, labeling it the embodiment of the devil's work. But even before Spanish contact, Aswang stories were already deeply rooted in the oral traditions of the Visayas and Mindanao regions. Each island, each town, had its own version. In some stories, the Aswang is a reanimated corpse. In others, it is a cursed human doomed to live a life of hunger. There are even tales that say Aswangs were once healers who turned to darkness after betrayal or exile. So what does the Aswang actually feed on? Some say it digs up graves at night to feast on fresh corpses, leaving behind banana trunks dressed in clothing to fool families until morning. Others say it stalks the sick and dying, drawn by the scent of imminent death. A terrifying detail in many tales? The Aswang doesn't just eat, it replaces. In some regions, it is believed that an Aswang can remove a person's organs and replace them with straw or other natural materials, so that no one notices. Until it's far too late. And then, there's the blood. A taste that's said to awaken the Aswang's deepest cravings. It doesn't hunt for sport, it hunts to survive. And it's said to choose its victims with eerie intelligence. So how do you spot an Aswang? There are many signs, but none are foolproof. 1. They may avoid garlic, vinegar, or religious artifacts. 2. Dogs and cats are said to behave strangely around them, growling or howling at odd hours. 3. And the most famous test, look into their eyes. If your reflection appears upside down, run. In the provinces, people still speak of nights when animals cry out without reason, or when sudden illness strikes a healthy person. For some, these are signs of a nearby Aswang. And if you confront one? Don't expect a fight. Expect a smile. Remember, by day, they blend in. That's what makes them truly horrifying. Despite science, education, and urbanization, belief in the Aswang is still alive. In many parts of the Philippines, especially in rural areas, people carry charms, avoid traveling alone at night, and perform rituals to keep evil at bay. Even in cities, there are whispers. Ask any Filipino, they'll likely say, I don't believe in the Aswang, but I wouldn't mess with one either. It's more than just a myth, it's a living piece of Filipino culture. A story passed down through generations. A way to explain the unexplainable. And maybe, just maybe, a warning. The Aswang is a story of fear, but also of survival. Of communities protecting themselves from the unknown. From shadowy forests to moonlit rooftops, the Aswang reminds us of the power of folklore that refuses to die. But the Aswang is only the beginning. The world is full of creatures just as chilling and are waiting to be discovered. In our next episode, we'll explore one of the most iconic and disturbing creature Ukraine have. You won't want to miss it. Hit subscribe, tap the notification bell, like, share, and leave a comment if you've heard of the Aswang, or tell your own story, if you're brave enough. This is Vassal of Lore, where legends live, shadows speak, and mythical creatures are revealed. Thank you for watching.